Recording in progress.
Yeah. So in our last lecture, we have seen one of the preparation method of alkanes from alkyl halides, which is Wood's reaction. The important point in Wood's reaction is this method is applicable, or this method is used for the preparation of only symmetrical alkanes. If you want to prepare asymmetrical alkanes, there is another preparation method called Corey-House synthesis. We will see about this particular preparation method in the chapter of alkyl halides. अभी के लिए आप लोग याद रखना. Why is Wood's reaction not suitable for the preparation of unsymmetrical alkanes? The reason is you will be forming mixture of alkanes. In this particular reaction, our intention is to prepare propane, but apart from propane, you will also get ethane and butane. How will you get ethane? If the free radical formed from CH3Cl, which is methyl free radical, combines with another methyl free radical to form ethane. How to get butane? If the free radical formed from ethyl chloride, which is ethyl free radical, if it is combining with another ethyl free radical, you will be forming butane. So you are forming mixture of products. These products will have boiling points very close to each other. Hence, if I want to separate them by distillation, it is not possible. Okay, or it takes a very high effort to separate these. Hence, we won't be using this particular preparation method for the preparation of unsymmetrical alkanes. Okay. So आपको usually question इस पे जो frame किया जाता है, they will be forming an alkane or they will be giving you an alkane. They will ask from which particular alkyl halide is it formed. So जो भी alkane वो लोग देंगे, it will definitely be symmetrical. So जहाँ पे symmetry है वहाँ पे break कर दो and attach the chlorine or bromine to it. Okay. So this is the alkyl halide you will use to form this particular alkane from Wood's reaction. Clear है? उसके बाद we have seen the reactions of alkanes. The characteristic reactions of alkanes is substitution reaction, and the substitution reaction involves free radicals in the mechanism. Hence we say free radical substitution is the characteristic reaction. First of all, understand what is meant by substitution. In alkane, you have hydrogen as well as carbon. The hydrogen present in the alkane will be substituted by some other group. वो हाइड्रोजन जाएगा उसके प्लेस में कोई अदर ग्रुप आएगा. Hence it is called as substitution reaction. The mechanism involves free radicals. Hence the characteristic reaction is termed as free radical substitution reaction. उसमें पहला reaction हमने ये देखा halogenation of alkanes. Halogenation मतलब you are adding halogen. If you are adding halogen, you will be substituting hydrogen by halogen. So RH plus X2. If you substitute this hydrogen by halogen, you will be getting alkyl halide. And this reaction can happen only in the presence of heat or sunlight. Whenever you are incidenting photons or whenever you are supplying heat, the bonds will be breaking in the in terms of free radicals, and that particular free radical will have further reaction. In any free radical mechanism, you have 3 steps: chain initiation, chain propagation, and chain termination. आपको क्वेश्चन इस टाइप के आएंगे. They will be giving you the reaction and they will ask you, is it a chain initiation step or a propagation step or a termination step? आपको याद क्या रखना है? Initiation होने के लिए you need to have a neutral molecule. उस neutral molecule के ऊपर you will be incidenting either photon or heat and you will be breaking that neutral molecule into free radicals. So you need to see for all possible combinations क्या क्या हो सकता है, क्योंकि वो जो photon है we cannot make sure that it has to go and fall on X2 only. ये mixture रहेगा उसके ऊपर photons गिराएंगे हम. So there can be all possible set of reactions. जो हो पाएगा उसको हमको consider करना है. यहाँ पे आपको कुछ important points भी दिया है. It is an oxidation of alkane because you are removing hydrogen and you are adding an electronegative element. The reactivity order is F2 greater than Cl2 greater than Br2 greater than I2. Reason being, fluorine free radical जो होगा, it is highly unstable because fluorine is most electronegative element. So it will try to accept an electron or it will try to combine with any other thing immediately. So the reaction becomes explosive. With iodine, the reaction is very, very slow and it is reversible. The reversible nature of the reaction is due to formation of HI as the final product. HI is a very strong reducing agent. So HI reacts with RX to form RH. Reducing agent. Reduction मतलब क्या है? Removal of electronegative element and addition of hydrogen. HI will be adding hydrogen to this and it will be converting this into alkane. So we won't prefer halogenation with F2 and I2. or we won't prefer formation of alkyl fluorides and alkyl iodides using this method. There are separate methods for the formation of alkyl fluorides and iodides, and those two reactions are also very important. We will understand them later. And what is the reason for separate reactions? Because of this explosive way, this is very slow and reversible. Clear hai? Okay. Order of reactivity of different degree hydrogens. We know that 3-degree free radical is most stable. As this particular reaction involves formation of free radicals, the one which is more stable will be formed immediately. So 3-degree free radical jaldi banega, followed by 2-degree, then 1-degree. So the reactivity order also will become 3-degree hydrogen will be replaced at a faster rate when compared to the 2-degree hydrogen, then 1-degree, then methyl. Clear hai? Okay. आपको mechanism में we have started with chain initiation. You have alkane as well as halogen. If you try to break the alkane as free radicals, you will be forming H free radical which is highly unstable, so it can never be formed. और सब उल्टा सोच सकते हो, which is अगर ये बना तो immediately it will be combining back with R free radical to form RH. So कभी इसका existence आपको दिखेगा नहीं. Okay, being highly unstable, ये बना भी है, it will immediately combine back with R free radical to form RH. So you will never see the existence of H free radical inside the system at any instant. X2 जो है, it will break to form 2 X free radicals. This is chain initiation step. How to identify initiation step? You will be having neutral molecules. Those neutral molecules will be reactants. From the reactants, you will be forming free radicals. Agreed? So in the chain initiation step, you will definitely see the reactant. In the chain propagation, everyone understand this. X free radical, it is combining with the alkane present inside the system to form HX and R free radical. It can break in 2 different ways. H free radical, R free radical. R free radical अगर X के साथ combine कर लिया, you will form RX and H free radical. H free radical being highly unstable, this will not be formed. H free radical यहाँ पे बनते ही, it will immediately combine with X to form HX. Okay? ये जो R free radical है, now it is present inside the container. It is an unstable species. It has to react with any of the entities present inside the system. Okay? If it is encountering X2 molecule, उसके साथ collision होके, if it is encountering X2 molecule, उसके साथ collision होके, it will break this in terms of free radicals. One of the X free radical will be combining with this to form X free radical. So फिर से ये regenerate हुआ. हमको final product RX मिल गया ना यहाँ पे. ये जो regenerate हुआ, फिर से continue होगा. ये cycle है अब. X free radical फिर से RH के साथ react होगा, ये बनेगा. फिर से ये इसके साथ react होगा, ये बनेगा. So all of the RH alkanes present inside the system are converting into RX slowly. Okay, ये continue होता जाएगा, ये cycle है. This cycle we can break this if you are combining 2 free radicals. क्योंकि ये chain propagation propagate होता जाएगा. You can break this whenever you terminate the chain. How to terminate the chain? ये free radical X2 के साथ ही combine होने की जरूरत नहीं. In the container you have X free radical 2. ये दोनों combine हो गया तो you will form RX. ये R free radical खुद R free radical के साथ ही combine हुआ तो you will form an alkane. X free radical X के साथ combine हुआ तो you will be forming H2. So all these are chain termination steps. So inside the container, all these reactions will be happening simultaneously. सबसे पहले इसको break करके you will be breaking several X2 molecules. Suppose 1 mole X2 molecules break कर दिया. You got 2 moles of X free radicals. Now those 2 moles of X free radicals are reacting. So several reactions will happen simultaneously. Several termination steps can happen. Several chain propagation steps can happen. It all depends upon which particular molecule it is encountering. Agreed? X free radical के साथ encounter किया तो RH ये reaction होगा. X free radical के साथ encounter हुआ तो X2 बन जाएगा. So several free radicals or several chains are getting terminated because of these termination steps. So don't just break only one molecule of X2 and expect to convert entire RH into RX. ये कभी हो नहीं पाएगा. You need to make sure sufficient molecules of X2 are initially broken. Okay? If you are taking excess amount of X2, तब क्या होगा? Even after conversion of entire amount of RH into RX, you will be left with X free radicals. So the formed RH, sorry, the formed RX will again react with X free radical to form another intermediate. This will again react with Cl2 to form CH2Cl2. So यहाँ पे क्या होता जा रहा है? You are replacing another hydrogen with Cl. Okay, this is also substitution reaction only. You are substituting another hydrogen with Cl. This can happen if you are having excess amount of Cl free radicals inside the system. Okay, so if you are taking Cl2 in excess, the final product will be CCl4. If you are taking CH4 in excess, only one of most of the molecules will be having one hydrogen replaced by Cl. You will be getting CH3Cl as the major product. I am not saying you will be having only CH3Cl inside the system, because we don't have control on these reactions. I will say most of the final product will be CH3Cl. This will be the major. You will definitely have CH2Cl2. You will have CHCl3. You will have CCl4 also. But those number will be relatively less. Is that clear? Everyone? Okay. Okay. आगे बढ़ेंगे. So if you want to do iodination, suppose आपको कोई दूसरा method available नहीं है आपके पास at that instant, you are preferring to do iodination. तब क्या करना है? HI is a reducing agent, hence the reaction is reversible. If you remove the HI from the system, जब भी वो बनता जा रहा है HI, I am parallelly removing that HI from the system, then I can do iodination too. Agreed? Okay, in order to remove that, you need to add an oxidizing agent. HI being a reducing agent, add an oxidizing agent. HiO3, HNO3 are very good oxidizing agents. We will be seeing the properties or reactions of HNO3 in P block. Okay, but they are very good oxidizing agents. Why are the good oxidizing agents? The oxidation state of nitrogen in HNO3 is +5, which is the highest oxidation state of nitrogen. Okay, so it is desperate for electrons. Oxidizing agent मतलब खुद क्या होगा? Reduce होगा ना? So it will be accepting electrons and it will be having reduction. Okay, so these are good oxidizing agents. Even in here, the oxidation state of iodine is +5. Because of their high oxidation states, they are acting as very good oxidizing agents. So HI will be reacting with HiO3 or HNO3 to form I2. Clear? Is that clear? So this is an alternative. इसके ऊपर आपको questions तो नहीं आएंगे in your entrance exams. ये नहीं रहेगा. There is another best method for the formation of alkyl iodide. We will be seeing that in the next chapters. Don't worry now. If you don't have any choice, you can do this. Is that clear? Okay. Next reaction, combustion. What is meant by combustion? Combustion is nothing but heating a substance in the presence of O2, or it is treated as uncontrolled oxidation. Oxidation means addition of oxygen. If you are heating anything in excess of O2, it is called as uncontrolled oxidation or combustion. Any hydrocarbon means which is having carbon as well as hydrogen. Any hydrocarbon, if it reacts with O2, the products are always CO2 and H2O. We have seen this in our thermodynamics chapter 2. Okay, combustion of any hydrocarbon results in the formation of CO2 and H2O, and combustion is always exothermic. And alkanes का combustion इतना highly exothermic होता है, the energy released will be very huge. Hence, alkanes are used in fuels. Okay, because of their high calorific value or because of their high heat of combustion, they are in general used as fuels. Okay, यहाँ पे आप लोग you can balance the equation. The number of carbons are n. So यहाँ पे आपको क्या आ जाएगा? Can I write NCO2? The number of hydrogens are 2n plus 2. So I need to multiply this by n plus 1. Everyone agreed?
Sure.
यहाँ पे 2n plus 2 है, यहाँ पे 2 ही है, so n plus 1 से multiply किया तो 2n plus 2 होगा. What are the total oxygens on the right hand side? You are having 2n plus n plus 1, which is 3n plus 1. So यहाँ पे can I say I need to multiply this by 3n plus 1 upon 2. Balanced है. 2 cancel होगा, 3n plus 1. यहाँ पे भी आपको 3n plus 1. Clear? Okay. Alkanes are used as fuels as they release lot of energy during combustion. यहाँ पे एक जनरल इक्वेशन दिया है, इसको भी बैलेंस कर लेना. CH4 कार्बन ए के you have 4 हाइड्रोजन्स. यहाँ पे आपको 2 ही हाइड्रोजन से, so 2H2O हो जाएगा. ऑक्सीजन राइट हैंड साइड में 4 है, 2O2. क्लियर? ओके. If you do incomplete combustion, मतलब you are not having the amount of oxygen that is required for complete oxidation or complete combustion, आपको the amount of oxygen that is present is relatively lesser. In that case, the final product won't be carbon dioxide. The final product would be carbon or carbon monoxide. Okay. You can either have carbon, it depends upon the amount of oxygen you are having, or you can have carbon monoxide. If you are forming carbon, that particular carbon is called as carbon black, which is used in inks or printer inks, or it is used in making black pigments. Okay. This is called as carbon black, which is used in the preparation of inks or printer inks or black pigments. एक reaction लिखा है CH4 with O2, carbon plus 2H2O. I think this is balanced. Okay. If you are having this in 1:1 ratio, you'll be forming carbon and 2H2. Similarly, you can also write a reaction for carbon monoxide also. You can balance that. Is that clear? Okay. This is about uncontrolled oxidation. You can have controlled oxidation of alkanes. Controlled oxidation of alkanes. Everyone concentrate. The next reaction is very important because combustion आपको already पता है. You can have controlled oxidation of alkanes in the presence of some catalysts, specific catalysts. Alkane का oxidation करने से, what is meant by oxidation? Addition of oxygen. If you are adding oxygen, alkane can be converted into alcohol. If you are adding more oxygen, it can be converted into either aldehyde or ketone. Further oxidation of alkane will give you carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid का final oxidation product is CO2 and H2O. Everyone, you will try to understand this. यहाँ पे कुछ reactions लिखता हूँ आपको. If you are having an alkane, typical alkane ऐसा कुछ represent कर रहा हूँ आपको. RCH3. If I am doing oxidation, oxidation का symbol है ऐसा कुछ. Okay, this is the representation for oxidation. Oxidation में हम करते क्या है? I will be changing this hydrogen into OH. If you are doing the initial oxidation, convert one of the hydrogen into OH. This is the general procedure which we will follow in any of the oxidation reactions. करना क्या है? Convert the hydrogen into OH. Okay. So initial oxidation of alkane will give you alcohol. Agreed? दिख रहा है आपको?
Yes, sir.
फिर से ऑक्सीडेशन करो. मतलब क्या करना है? Convert another hydrogen into OH. Now you need to remember one thing here. Whenever you see 2OH in any of the organic molecules on the same carbon atom, it is always unstable. 2OH on the same carbon atom is unstable. So what we do is we will be removing H2O. यहाँ से OH हटाओ, यहाँ से H हटाओ. हमेशा ऐसा ही करना है हमको. आगे कभी भी reactions में if you see 2OH on the same carbon atom, we will be removing H2O. होगा क्या? इस कार्बन को यहाँ पे एक बॉन्ड का नुकसान हुआ, इस ऑक्सीजन को यहाँ पे हाइड्रोजन का बॉन्ड का नुकसान हुआ. तो दोनों के बीच में बॉन्ड बना दो. इस कार्बन को एक बॉन्ड का नुकसान हुआ, इस ऑक्सीजन को एक बॉन्ड का नुकसान हुआ, तो दोनों के बीच में बॉन्ड बनाओ. What will you get?
Aldehyde.
Aldehyde. You will get
Ketone.
अरे यहाँ पे aldehyde है. If this hydrogen is alkyl group, then it will be ketone. यहाँ पे aldehyde और ketone दोनों बन सकता है. It depends upon this hydrogen. Suppose if you don't have hydrogen, if you have an alkyl group, then it will be ketone. Agreed? यहाँ पे aldehyde है, अभी के लिए aldehyde है. इसका further oxidation किया. अभी भी एक हाइड्रोजन बचा है ना उस कार्बन के ऊपर. Convert that into OH. What will you get? carboxylic acid. Okay, so if you are doing controlled oxidation, if you are initially adding oxygen or if you are initially doing oxidation, the initial product is alcohol. उसका further oxidation करने से आपको aldehyde या ketone मिलेगा. Aldehyde का oxidation eventually convert that into carboxylic acid. If you do oxidation of this as well, उसका आगे का product you have CO2 and H2O only. Okay, agreed? आया समझ में? Now, in order to do that controlled oxidation, you need to have specific catalyst. सबके लिए एक अलग-अलग specific catalyst है. You need to remember that. Alcohol में convert करने के लिए specific catalyst है. इसमें convert करने के लिए specific catalyst है aldehyde में, and carboxylic acids के लिए specific catalyst है. You need to remember those catalysts. Those will be directly asked in your entrance exams. Okay, clear है? और एक important point है. Alkenes का oxidation, controlled oxidation करना in general it is very difficult. Reason is, everyone understand the reason? In order to do oxidation, this particular hydrogen must be oxidizable. अगर वो उसको oxidation होने का tendency ज़्यादा है तो तब oxidation होगा. For the hydrogen to be oxidizable, it has to be sufficiently acidic. Remember this, everyone. अगर वो particular hydrogen acidic है तो तब उसका oxidation easily हो पाएगा. नहीं तो नहीं होगा. Acidic कब होगा? Whenever you have electronegativity difference ना, right? Acidic strength हमने पढ़ा. If you are having sufficient positive charge, partial positive charge on this, then it can be easily removed. If you don't have that, it cannot be removed. Carbon और hydrogen के बीच में electronegativity difference considerable है या कम है? It is relatively less, right? So these particular hydrogens are in general very difficult to oxidize. बहुत मुश्किल है. So इसलिए for the preparation of alcohols or aldehydes or carboxylic acids from alkanes, we usually don't prefer that. क्योंकि उसका oxidation करने से ये आएंगे, but उनको oxidation करना मुश्किल है. It is not so easy. Why is it difficult? Because these hydrogens are not oxidizable. यहाँ पे आपको mark करता हूँ. These are hard to oxidize. I hope you understand this. Hard to oxidize. Hence, we need specific catalysts and specific temperature conditions, specific pressure conditions. If you don't meet those conditions, आपको product नहीं बनेगा. Clear है? Okay, so we have only 3 reactions. Only in those 3 reactions, you need to remember the catalyst. Later on, if you want to prepare alcohol or carboxylic acid, we won't be using this. We will be using some other methods. Is that clear? Okay. So controlled oxidation केवल ये 3 reactions है आपको याद रखना है. CH4 with O2, copper by heat. The catalyst is copper. The temperature condition देखो 523 Kelvin. See the pressure condition 100 atmospheres, which is very high. The final product in this reaction is CH3OH, methanol. I'm not balancing the reaction. जरूरत नहीं है. If you want, you can balance it. The final product is methanol. In this case, CH4. देखो, यहाँ पे भी CH4 I'm combining with O2. यहाँ पे भी CH4 I'm combining with O2. But the catalyst is different. Different catalysts will be forming different products, specific products. In the presence of MO2O3. This is molybdenum. MO is molybdenum. This is not oxygen. यहाँ पे आपको थोड़ा. This is molybdenum, MO2O3. Okay. The product formed is HCHO. Give me 2 minutes. What I'm trying to say is for different reactions or for the formation of alcohol, yeah, aldehyde, yeah, carboxylic acid, you need some specific catalysts. Different reactions के लिए, even though you start with the same reactant, the catalyst is different for different products. Okay. In this case, you will get formaldehyde along with water. इस case में ethane with oxygen in the presence of manganese acetate, you get acetic acid. CH3COH. देखो एक अल्कोहल बनाया हमने, एक एल्डिहाइड बनाया, एक कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड बनाया. क्लियर है एवरीवन? यहाँ पे भी प्लस 2H2O. What is CH3COH called as?
Ethanoic acid.
The common name is acetic acid. Acetic acid used present in vinegar. Okay. Is this clear? Controlled oxidation. You need to remember just these 3 reactions. Any of the entrance exams, if they're asking question in this particular controlled oxidation, ये 3 reactions से ही आएगा. Copper by delta, MO2O3, manganese acetate. Okay, copper by heat, 100 atmospheres, MO2O3, temperature is specific conditions यहाँ पे mentioned नहीं है, इसके लिए mentioned है. You need to remember the temperature condition too. Last year आपको JEE mains में temperature conditions अलग से पूछा गया. They have given 523, 573, 583. Okay, so you need to remember the temperature condition too. Is this clear? केवल इन reactions के लिए, किस किन के लिए याद रखना है मैं आपको बताता हूँ. Don't worry. For this reaction, please remember the temperature condition also. Okay. ठीक है. Next. Alkanes having 3 degree hydrogen are oxidized to alcohol by KMnO4. KMnO4 जो है, it is very good oxidizing agent. In D block, we will be understanding the properties of KMnO4. इसका और एक compound है उसी D block में, K2Cr2O7. Dichromate and KMnO4 are very good oxidizing agents. आप लोग redox में भी बहुत सारे questions किए होंगे KMnO4, K2Cr2O7 के साथ. Okay. Whenever you have KMnO4, only the 3 degree hydrogen will be converting into OH. Rest all other hydrogens are not disturbed. This is also another standard reaction you need to remember. 3 degree hydrogen जो है, it will be converting into OH. So the final product is alcohol. Clear? This is a 3 degree hydrogen. A 3 degree carbon है. This is 3 degree hydrogen. It is converted into OH. Any doubt? Okay. Next. Isomerization. Whenever you have unbranched alkanes, if you are treating them with anhydrous AlCl3, you will be forming isomers of this. इसका isomer क्या बन सकता है बताओ? You can only have one isomer of it, which is this. Agreed? If you just simply put this in anhydrous AlCl3, you will be forming the isomer of it. You will be forming 2-methylpropane. Similarly, if I add this pentane to AlCl3, tell me the products which are possible. इसका isomers बनाना है आपको. How many products are possible?
3.
How many? 3. 3 बनेगा. 2 है ना? एक तो ये हो गया 4 कार्बन्स का प्लस एक 3 कार्बन का. Right? These are the 2 products formed, and in general we cannot predict the percentages of the products formed. Okay, anhydrous AlCl3 से react किया तो ये कितना amount बनेगा, ये कितना amount बनेगा. It all depends upon the type of interaction. Okay, so we cannot predict the percentages of them. So in general, we won't be using this particular reaction for the preparation of isomers of this. Okay, NCERT textbook में दिया है, so just remember this. If you are asked एक specific reaction दे देंगे, same reaction भी आ सकता है. If they are adding AlCl3, just make an isomer of it and mark the answer. Okay, for standard preparation methods, we won't be using this as a standard reaction. Is this clear? Okay, as we don't have any control on the percentage of the products. If we have good control, ये कितना बना सकता हूँ, ये कितना बना सकता हूँ, अगर मेरे पास है वो control, then I will definitely use this reaction. Is this clear? Okay. The most important, this reaction is very, very important for your JEE mains and NEET as well as boards. Similarly, this reaction, this is also ultimately important. Very, very, very important. Okay, याद रखना. The reaction is aromatization. बस आपका aromatic compound बनाना है. For that, you need to remember the catalyst again. The catalyst is either you can use Cr2O3, or you can use vanadium pentoxide V2O5, or you can use MO2O3. The same catalyst is used for the formation of that aldehyde MO2O3. यहाँ पे देखना, same catalyst है. Okay, so you can either use Cr2O3 or V2O5 or MO2O3. Hexane को, if you want to convert into aromatic compound, what is the aromatic compound you can form from hexane? What is the compound you can form from hexane? Cyclohexane. Cyclohexane aromatic है. Cyclohexane aromatic है. बेंजीन है ना. 6 membered aromatic compound कौन सा है? बेंजीन है. So you will be forming benzene. What is the formula of benzene? C6H6. What is the formula of N-hexane?
C6H14.
H14. कितना हाइड्रोजन की डेफिसिट है? 8 हाइड्रोजन. So बाकी प्रोडक्ट क्या होगा? 4H2. क्लियर है? Okay. Very, very important reaction for the formation of benzene. Benzene is very, very important product in general life में. बहुत ज़्यादा applications है. Hence you need to remember this preparation method. Hence this will be asked in your exams. Okay, इसलिए याद रखना है. All these products are important. जो important है उसका सारा preparation method सबको याद रखना है. Clear है? Okay. You have, this is N-heptane ना?
Sir.
What is the aromatic compound which can be formed from N-heptane? सोचो, थोड़ा सोच के बताओ. Answer anyone?
Propylene.
Propylene cation बनाओगे. Simply form toluene ना. Form toluene. 6 member ring ही बनाओ. All these reactions are used for benzene or benzene derivatives. So यहाँ पे एक CH3 को benzene के ऊपर रख दो. What you will form is toluene. Either they can ask you for N-hexane or they can ask you for N-heptane. One is benzene and the other is toluene. Again, you have deficit of 8 hydrogens. So you will have plus 4H2. Is that clear? Everyone, any doubt? Okay. Remember the catalysts. Okay. कुछ lessons होने के बाद आपको मैं समझाऊंगा how the questions will be asked. Okay. Next reaction, pyrolysis. What is meant by pyro?
Heat.
तो मतलब heat. Very good. What is meant by lysis?
Breakdown.
Breakdown.
Breakdown. Okay. So pyrolysis मतलब क्या होगा? Breaking of the molecule with the help of heat. Okay, breaking due to heat. If you take N-hexane, if you are heating it, you can have different types of reactions depending upon the heat and the way it is provided. Okay, you may simply get C6H12. What is C6H12? It's an alkane. So, sorry, it's an alkene.
Alkene.
So pyrolysis of alkane can result in the formation of alkenes or C4H8, C2H6. What is C4H8? It is an alkyne. CnH2n है ना? Sorry, यहाँ पे
Alkene.
alkene है ना? This is alkene and C2H6. This is an alkane.
Yes.
So it can also result in combination of alkene plus alkane, or it can also provide C3H6 is
Alkene.
Alkene.
alkene, C2H4 is
Alkene.
alkene, CH4 is alkane.
Alkene.
So यहाँ पे भी आपको alkene और alkane आया है, combination of alkenes आया है. In fact, दो different alkenes बनाना. Is that clear? So depending upon the way the heat is provided, depending upon the concentration, आपको different products मिल सकता है. Hence, you need not remember any of these products. आपको बस एक याद रखना है. Using the pyrolysis technique, we make petrol or kerosene gas. Okay. Preparation of oil gas or petrol gas from kerosene oil or petrol involves the process of pyrolysis. You just need to know this statement, because we cannot predict the products कब क्या बनेगा. There are no conditions also. Specific conditions आपको दिया नहीं है. So don't worry about the products. We just need to remember that petroleum या oil gas जो भी बनता है, it is formed by the process of pyrolysis, or they are formed from pyrolysis. Is that clear? Okay. Next, syngas, which is CO and H2 in the ratio 1:3. Carbon monoxide 1 volume है, hydrogen 3 volumes है. 1:3 ratio of carbon monoxide and hydrogen is called as syngas or synthetic gas. When CH4 is reacted with H2O in the presence of nickel, you will get syngas. This syngas, it is used for the preparation of, again later on, it is used for the preparation of methane. इससे फिर से हम methane बना सकते हैं. This is also called as synthetic gas. From this gas, you are able to synthesize some other things, and it is called as syngas. Syngas is produced from CH4 by reaction with H2O in the presence of nickel. Not so important reaction. You can make a note of it as it is given in NCERT. The most important reactions are aromatization and controlled oxidation. Is this clear?
Sir.
Make a note of other reactions also, but in general, those questions अब तक मैंने कभी भी नहीं देखा entrance exams में पूछते हुए. If you get, okay, you can mark them. So just have an idea on them. Okay. ठीक है. Next, end of alkanes. So overall alkanes में हमने पढ़ा क्या है? First we have started with physical properties, then we understood the preparation methods, then we understood the reactions. Physical properties में important point ये है how to determine the boiling point, or how to compare boiling point of different alkanes given. More are the number of carbon atoms, more will be the boiling point. More is the surface area, more will be the boiling point. और जितना ज्यादा branching हो जाएगा, surface area कम हो जाएगा, boiling point घट जाएगा. The only question you can expect from the physical properties of alkanes. The other is दूसरा भी आप लोग expect कर सकते हैं. Which of the following is liquid, which of the following is gas and solid. For that you need to remember कितने कार्बन से कितना तक gases से, कितने कार्बन से कितना तक liquid से, और कितने कार्बन से solids बनेगा. Okay? ठीक है. Preparation methods में first and foremost preparation method is hydrogenation. उसमें important points are, you are adding hydrogen in the presence of specific catalyst, either nickel or platinum or palladium, and the reaction is called as Sabatier-Synderens reaction. The mechanism involves adsorption of hydrogen and the alkene or alkyne on the catalyst. Once they got adsorbed, both the hydrogens must be added on the same side. Hence, the addition is called as syn addition. In order to increase the rate of reaction, what I can do is I can increase the surface area of the catalyst. If I increase the surface area, more and more molecules can be adsorbed and more reaction can happen. Agreed? So in order to increase the surface area, what you can do is you can make the surface rougher. And that particular catalyst, which is activated form, it is called as Raney-Nickel. If you want to have homogeneous catalysis, nickel, platinum, palladium के साथ, the type of catalysis is heterogeneous. Heterogeneous मतलब different phase. Hydrogen is gas and the catalyst is in solid phase. Hence, you are having different phases. If you want to have homogeneous catalysis, you need to use Wilkinson's catalyst, where you have the metal rhodium inside it. Okay, Wilkinson's catalyst. आप लोग उसका फॉर्मूला भी चाहिए तो देख के मार्क कर सकते हो नोट्स में. इनफैक्ट आपको मार्क करना ही है. Okay, Wilkinson's catalyst. We will understand about the structure of it in the chapter of coordination compounds. Okay. उसके बाद हमने decarboxylation देखा. Two different decarboxylation processes. One is decarboxylation using soda lime, and the other is decarboxylation using Kolb's electrolysis. Soda lime में you can use either carboxylic acid or sodium salt of carboxylic acid, which will react with NaOH plus CaO. NaOH plus CaO is called as soda lime in the ratio 3:1. The byproduct is Na2CO3. What you need to remember is this is the preparation method of alkane. So जो carboxylic acid दिया जाता है उससे COH हटा दो, alkane बनाओ बस. मिनिमम आपको इतना याद रखना है. It is a preparation method of alkane. जो भी carboxylic acid मुझे दिया जाएगा, simply remove the CO2 out from it and form the alkane. Is that clear? Okay. Another thing you need to remember is the intermediate. Decarboxylation using soda lime involves carbanion intermediate. If it is a carbanion, the stability is compared based on electron withdrawing groups. जितना electron withdrawing groups रहेगा उसके ऊपर उतना ज़्यादा stable होगा. If you are having electron releasing groups, it will become more and more unstable. So the type of question which you get is identify the carboxylic acids and identify the order of reactivity in decarboxylation. So see the carbanions that can be formed from them and identify the order of reactivity based on the stability of carbanion. Clear है? कर सकते हो? Another type of question you can get is for the formation of same alkane, you can use different structures of carboxylic acids. क्योंकि आपको eventually CO2 हटाना है. Agreed? So they will ask you how many different types of initial reactants are possible for the formation of the same alkane. In that case, you need to know how to count all the isomers, how to count the stereoisomers also. Clear? Okay. Kolb's electrolysis में ऐसा याद रखो. Any electrolysis process involves two reactions. One is the reaction at anode and the other is the reaction at cathode. Anode के पास जो भी हो जाए in any planet, there will always be oxidation. Cathode के पास हमेशा reduction. Anode के पास anion रहेगा, cathode के पास cation रहेगा. Anode के पास anion जो है, it is the carboxylate. करना क्या है? एक इलेक्ट्रॉन को उससे हटाना है ऑक्सीडेशन करके. कार्बोक्सिलेट फ्री रेडिकल बनेगा. हमको eventually alkane बनाना है ना. So that carboxylate free radical is unstable. It will convert into R free radical. Two R free radicals will combine to form RR. So you are increasing the length of the carbon chain. So whenever you want to form higher alkanes, use Kolb's electrolysis. Clear? Higher alkanes can also be prepared from Wood's reaction. क्योंकि उसमें भी R और R combine करेगा. But it is not suitable for the preparation of unsymmetrical alkanes. Okay? Clear है? Okay. Then we have seen preparation method from alkyl halide using reduction first. RX में से X हटा दिया, hydrogen दे दिया. You will have reduction. Reduction के लिए any active metal with acid acts as reducing agent. ऐसे याद रखो. Any active metal plus acid reducing agent. So RX plus Zn plus HCl will give you RH. हो गया. Then Wood's reaction हो गया. उसके बाद reactions. Free radical substitution reaction एक देखा. इनके अलावा आप लोग को free radical substitution reaction is also the most important. इनके अलावा you need to remember controlled oxidation and aromatization. बाकी सब reactions general है, ऐसे ही am I? Okay, you just need to remember controlled oxidation. The catalysts are copper by delta. उसी ऑर्डर में रिमेंबर करो आप लोग. कॉपर बाय डेल्टा, MO2O3, मैंगनीज एसीटेट. देखो मैंगनीज एसीटेट कैटलिस्ट से उसमें एसिटिक एसिड बनाते हैं हम, सो कॉमन है ना. मैंगनीज एसीटेट में भी और CH3COO ट्वाइस है, CH3COH बनेगा. याद रखने के लिए टेक्निक्स. इज दैट क्लियर? ओके. एंड फाइनली यू हैव aromatization, Cr2O3 or V2O5 or MO2O3. If you observe in any of the catalyst, the elements which are present are D block elements. देखो nickel, platinum, palladium D block, Cr2O3 chromium D block, vanadium pentoxide vanadium D block, MO2O3 molybdenum D block, okay, copper D block, manganese D block. So ये जो D block elements है, they have very good catalytic properties. अलग से एक सेक्शन रहता है हमारे NCERT टेक्स्ट बुक में डी ब्लॉक के चैप्टर में, कैटालिटिक प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ डी ब्लॉक एलिमेंट्स. सो ये वहां पे और भी आपको और भी कैटलिस्ट दिया जाएगा, डिफरेंट कैटलिस्ट और उनका स्पेसिफिक रिएक्शंस. यू नीड टू रिमेंबर देम एवरीवन. ओके, एवरीवन बी एक्टिव. इन्हें मैं आपको क्वेश्चन पेपर पूरा बता रहा हूँ, आगे आपको जो भी आएगा बी एक्टिव. इज दिस क्लियर? ठीक है, नेक्स्ट हो गया ना. लेट्स गो टू alkenes. Again first we will go to physical properties, then preparation methods, then उनका reactions. Physical properties में physical state, the lowest alkene possible is with 2 carbons. 1 carbon से alkene नहीं बनेगा ना, double bond नहीं रहेगा ना. So C2 to C3. Again alkenes are essentially non-polar, you don't have any electronegativity difference. So as the number of carbon atoms increase, the van der Waals forces will be increasing, hence they can convert from gas to liquid to solid. Agreed? Okay, so C2 to C3 बताओ क्या होगा?
Yes.
Yes.
There will be gases. Next liquids. Next
Solids.
very good. हो गया? Any doubt anyone?
No, sir.
Next, boiling point. Same, just like alkanes, with increase in number of carbon atoms or molecular weight, boiling point increases. If I want to compare boiling point between these two, tell me the order.
One greater than
One greater than
Second.
1 greater than 2. That is because of branching.
surface area.
Okay, surface area. Solubility. Solubility. Come on.
non-polar.
Bus. Because they are non-polar. Like dissolves like soluble in
Non-polar.
non-polar solvents. Very good. Okay. Preparation methods. Preparation from alkynes. Ultimately important. Definitely in all of your question papers, सबके, any of the sessions, these questions will be present. Everyone, एक question दे दिया आपको. Okay. This may not be the only part of the question. This can be one of those part. एक बड़ा सा क्वेश्चन रहेगा आपको, उसमें थोड़ा सा पार्ट ये होगा. ओके, इट विल डेफिनेटली बी प्रेजेंट. एवरीवन रिमेंबर, आपके बोर्ड्स में भी, इफ यू हैव एन अल्काइन, दिस इज एन अल्काइन, जनरल रिप्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ अल्काइन. व्हाट आई कैन डू इज, in order to convert this into alkene, what is the formula for alkyne?
CnH2 minus 2.
-2.
CnH2n minus 2. If I want to convert this into alkene, कितना हाइड्रोजन ऐड करना पड़ेगा?
2.
2.
2 hydrogens or 1 hydrogen molecule. So again, you can, what you can have is, you can have the hydrogenation reaction. Okay, but यहाँ पे आपको you need to have controlled hydrogenation. Agreed? क्योंकि वो जो alkene बनेगा, it can also convert into alkane. You need to stop the reaction at alkene stage, or you need to have controlled hydrogenation. For that, what we do is we add a poison. पूरा reaction नहीं होगा. We will be adding a poison to limit the reaction at alkene stage. Okay. this carbon, pelletized carbon, this is called as pelletized carbon, or you can use BSO4 in the presence of sulfur or quinoline. Either you can use BSO4 quinoline or you can use BSO4 sulfur. They act as poisons. What they will do is they will limit the reaction at alkene stage. Further reaction nahi hoga. Okay, whenever you are having a catalyst, solid catalyst, what is the mechanism involved? The mechanism involved is always adsorption. Adsorption मतलब क्या है? Hydrogen और वो जो alkyne रहेगा, they will be adsorbed onto the catalyst surface. Once they are adsorbed on the catalyst surface, both the hydrogens will be added on the same side. Agreed? In this case, it is very important to know that they are added on the same side. Reason is, what will be the product in that case? If they are added on the same side, what is going to be the product? What is the nature of the product? Anyone? Very good. It is cis. So you need to know the product formed is only cis alkene. You can never form a trans alkene. What is the reason for that? It is based on the mechanism. आपको ऐसा mechanism नहीं है जहां पे दोनों hydrogens can be attached on opposite sides. It will always be attached on the same side. Okay. So what is the type of addition here? It is syn addition. Because of the syn addition, you are getting this product. Is this clear? दूसरा reaction. In this case, you don't have any solid catalyst. Platinum, palladium, ऐसा कुछ है क्या? नहीं है. H2 in the presence of sodium or liquid NH3. Sodium along with liquid NH3. If you are having an alkyne, यहाँ पे we don't have mechanism. You need to remember the product. ऊपर केस में formed cis alkene. So यहाँ पे trans alkene बना दो. So the preparation method for the formation of trans alkene using hydrogenation involves H2, sodium in liquid NH3, and the reaction is called as Birch reduction. This reaction is called as Birch reduction. Most of the times you won't be seeing the name of it. You will see this particular reagent. आपको देखते ही आपको याद आ जाना चाहिए. This is trans addition, or you will be having trans. The type of addition will be anti addition. Syn and anti. Anti मतलब opposite side से attach होगा. Agreed?
Yes.
Anti addition. ADTN indicates addition. Okay. Is that clear? Or an important point? The catalyst used in this particular reaction, palladium BSO4, okay, sulfur or quinoline or pelletized carbon. This is called as Lindlar's catalyst. Very important to remember all these names. Lindlar's catalyst. Lindlar's catalyst will give you cis alkene. Birch reduction will give you trans alkene. याद होगा? याद रखना है. Okay, होगा नहीं, याद रखना है. You will definitely have this question in NEET, JEE Mains, JEE Advanced, in all of the exams. Okay. Okay. I'm taking 2 minutes break. Continue करते हैं. Okay. Please write the products for this. आपको याद कैसे रखना है? Whenever you see a solid catalyst, palladium is a D block solid catalyst. This involves adsorption. Adsorption हुआ, इसका मतलब दोनों hydrogens will be added on the same side. Okay. So products लिख लेना जल्दी. You will have cis 2-butene, CH3 C double bond C bond CH3
trans to be
यहाँ पे trans to butene. Okay. Cis but 2-ene trans but 2-ene. Okay, I hope this preparation method is clear. I hope everyone knows what to remember. You need to remember the catalyst. आपको exact everyone remember this. Unless and until you are giving the board's exam, you need not know exact things ना. बस आपको देख के याद आ जाना चाहिए. ठीक है, BSO4 कार्बन फिनोलिन H2 सोडियम लिक्विड NH3 आपको एटलीस्ट देख के पहचानना चाहिए. Is that clear? आपको क्वेश्चन पेपर में एरो के ऊपर ऐसा कुछ दिया जाएगा. ओके, इमीडिएटली इसको देख के दिस इज सिस एडिशन, आई नीड टू फॉर्म सिस अल्कीन. इसको देख के आई नीड टू फॉर्म ट्रांस अल्कीन. इतना याद रखो. ओके, नेक्स्ट preparation from alkyl halides. Preparation from alkyl halides. We are trying to make alkene here. The first preparation method is dehydrohalogenation. Hydro का मतलब what is hydro?
Water.
Okay, okay, hydro is in this case not water, it is hydrogen. Okay, aqua hydra, hydro is hydrogen. Okay, halogenation मतलब halogen मतलब halogen. Dehydrohalogenation मतलब D मतलब removal of hydrogen and halogen will lead to the formation of alkene. Dehydrohalogenation, you are removing hydrogen and halogen, okay, from the alkyl halide. Everyone concentrate. I am removing this particular Cl. यहाँ पे Cl हटा रहा हूँ and यहाँ से हाइड्रोजन हटा रहा हूँ. What is this carbon? This is alpha carbon. This is beta carbon. So I am removing beta hydrogen and the chlorine present on the alpha carbon. इस कार्बन को एक बॉन्ड का नुकसान हो रहा है, इस कार्बन को भी एक बॉन्ड का नुकसान हो रहा है. करना क्या है, इन दोनों के बीच में बॉन्ड बना दो. इसको हटाने से दोनों को एक एक बॉन्ड का नुकसान हुआ ना. So form the bond between these two. Any doubt? So what you will get? You will form the product as HC bond H double bond C bond H plus HCl. We will also understand the mechanism of this in the chapter of reagents and mechanisms. अभी के लिए हमको प्रोडक्ट कैसे लिखना है. Everyone, we are not seeing the mechanism for this particular reaction. We will be seeing the mechanism later. For now, just see how I am forming the product. I need to remove the Cl and the hydrogen which is present on adjacent carbon, which is the beta carbon. Hence, this particular reaction is also called as beta elimination. क्योंकि बीटा कार्बन के ऊपर जो हाइड्रोजन है वो हटा रहा हूं. Is that clear? Everyone, please form the products for these two reactions. क्या क्या है इस रिएक्शन में. द रिएजेंट यूज्ड, इस रिएक्शन होने के लिए यू नीड टू यूज अल्कोहलिक KOH. ALC इंडिकेट्स अल्कोहलिक. Alcoholic KOH. What do we mean by alcoholic KOH exactly? We will understand this in further chapters. अभी जरूरत नहीं है. You need to add alcoholic KOH. It will result in the formation of alkene. Everyone, please tell me, is this reaction A substitution reaction or an elimination reaction?
Elimination.
Elimination.
It is elimination because I'm removing hydrogen as well as Cl. I'm eliminating two groups. I'm not substituting these groups with another groups. इन दोनों को हटा रहा हूं मैं मॉलिक्यूल के अंदर से, hence it is called as elimination. इसलिए इसको बीटा एलिमिनेशन करके लिखा. Okay. I'm having some network issue. ये दोनों questions कर लेना. We will wrap the session. In the first case, the product is, this is also beta carbon, this is also beta carbon. So you can remove it from any of the carbons. It is not necessary यहाँ से ही हटाना है या यहाँ से ही हटाना है. But both of them will lead to the same product. Agreed? CH2 double bond, CH bond, CH3 plus HCl.
HBr.
Yeah.
Sorry, HBr. In the next question, you have two different choices for beta carbons. ये भी beta है, ये भी beta है. Let's form both the products. If I am removing it from the left hand side, CH2 double bond, जहां से आप हाइड्रोजन हटा रहे हैं उस कार्बन के ऊपर डबल बॉन्ड देना है आपको. CH2 CH3. Either you can get this product plus CH3 CH double bond CH bond CH3. Okay. Out of these two products, both the products will be formed, but one of the product will be in major amount and the other will be in minor amount. You need to tell me out of these two which will be formed more.
Second.
Second one. What is the reason?
6 alpha.
Alpha.
Very good. This particular product is having only 2 alpha H. जितना ज़्यादा alpha H है उतना ज़्यादा stability है. Okay. Or this is called as more substituted alkene. This is relatively more substituted. यहाँ पे एक hydrogen is substituted by CH3, another hydrogen is substituted by CH3. यहाँ पे both the hydrogens are intact. Only one of the hydrogen is substituted. This is a less substituted alkene. The more substituted alkene is called as Zaitsev alkene. Zaitsev, or it is also called as Sedgev. दोनों साइंटिस्ट का नाम ही है. It is a different pronunciation. Russian है, Zaitsev है. I think in the Europe they pronounce it as Sedgev. Okay. Vishwaraj. बहुत हंस रहे. Okay. Both the names are same. Zaitsev or Sedgev, दोनों same here. It is a different pronunciation in different countries. इस केस में the formed alkene is called as Hoffman alkene. You don't have different pronunciation for this. एक ही है Hoffman. What is Hoffman alkene?
Less substituted.
बस Zaitsev is more substituted. Hoffman, Zaitsev.
सर वो substituted एक बार फिर से समझाइए.
Substituted मतलब what is unsubstituted alkane? It is ethene. All of the available groups on the carbon are hydrogens. यहाँ पे hydrogen, ethene में 2 hydrogens रहता है. One of the hydrogen is substituted by this. यहाँ पे hydrogen is substituted by this. If all of the hydrogens are substituted by alkyl groups, it is called as highly substituted alkene. Okay. More are the number of alpha hydrogens, more will be the substitution. Hoffman, it is less substituted. ये substituted pronounce करना बहुत गड़बड़ है और बहुत बार आता है ये ऑर्गेनिक में. Less substituted alkene, Zaitsev is
Substituted.
more substituted alkene. Okay, clear है? Okay, we will continue in the next lecture. उससे पहले let us see the reactivity order also. The reactivity order of different RX है. यहाँ पे हम कर क्या रहे? You are removing this particular Cl or Br or I, and you are removing hydrogen, and you are forming the alkene. If you are having iodine, bromine, chlorine, and fluorine, in which particular case the order of reactivity will be more? Or tell me the order of reactivity among different alkyl halides. The order is Ri greater than, Rbr greater than, Rcl greater than Rf. What can be the reason for that? जो bond easily break हो जाएगा उसमें effort कम लगेगा. Down the group, what happens to bond energy? Decreases. So इसमें effort कम लगेगा. I के केस में, iodine के केस में. Okay, Br के केस में और थोड़ा सा ज्यादा. Fluorine के केस में बहुत ज्यादा रहेगा because इसका bond energy सबसे ज्यादा है. Clear है? Okay. Next, reactivity order with respect to substrate. 3 degree, 2 degree, 1 degree. If it is a 3 degree alkyl halide, उसका reactivity सबसे ज्यादा होगा. The reason is based on the stability of the alkenes formed. 3 degree के केस में more substituted alkene बनने का chance ज्यादा है when compared to 2 degree. 1 degree केस में less substituted alkene बनेगा. Agreed? Clear है? जितना ज्यादा stable alkene बन सकता है उसके accordingly reactivity ज्यादा होगा. If the product formed is more stable, जल्दी बन जाएगा. Product formed is less stable, उसके लिए time लगेगा. Clear है? On what basis ये? Based on stability of alkene. Is that clear everyone? Okay. जितना भी पढ़ा हमने सारा reagent, सारा catalyst सब कुछ याद रख लो. We will continue in the next lecture. Okay. Thank you.